I don't even know what to say about this. So we're going to talk about banning targeted advertising, but not banning tracking. Peter's got some more details on today's Not So Critical update.
There's a story that came out recently in the last couple of days where President Biden of the United States of America wants to ban advertising targeted towards kids. So it seems like a good thing, right? Yeah, let's not have ads which are targeting kids to manipulate them and build up psychological profiles. But that's the thing. It's not banning data collection on kids. And I think, oh, hey, Mike, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no, I love that he popped up.
It's like, oh, kid. He's, yeah, I think he's kind of, this feels very political for me. We can't hear you, by the way, Mike, so you can shout and scream all you like.
Yeah, have at it.
Okay. Oh, now we can.
Smooth.
Oh, well. Yeah, it's very political. It's what's the political version of clickbait?
But this is honestly, again, I'm very impartial. I don't take sides.
Pandering.
I don't take sides, but this is exactly the bullshit that every fucking president does. And they run on a platform and then they just don't do anything. And every follow through is a half measure, like with the student debt erasure. That was literally his whole shtick. It was what he ran on. It was the student the student debt ceiling had reached something like $1.7 trillion. Let's erase it all. Nothing has been done. Nothing. Not a fucking thing.
That's
now
the same the world
we're
over.
Now we're gonna protect the kids. Don't do targeted advertising towards kids. But like, yeah, you know, you just keep collecting that data. Like it's so absurd. It's everything is a half measure. Everything is hidden behind something.
They forget about 80s television, which was nothing but cereal commercials on TV targeted to children.
But even if that was banned, right? Let's say that was banned. You take your kid to the grocery store, and all the good shit for them, all the big colors and the funny looking characters, they're all in the bottom aisles. They're all right there, the front of the store, and at the counter. They're right there, just enough for them to reach and throw that shit in.
Ban it.
Yeah.
Ban it all.
What they should do is swap it around. They should put all the porn on the bottom shelf and all the sugary stuff on the top shelf. Keep it away from the kids.
But then I'd have to like bend over all the time.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice. Good.
Sorry.
Definitely something I feel like every single like 14, 13-year-old boy has done, including myself, of course, is go look at the magazines. But like you're looking at some magazine that's kind of interesting. Video games, sports, whatever, but like really you're peeking up.
Yeah. Well, you know.
And that's not a thing anymore.
No,
my God.
It's not.
Yeah. It's hard, like, so there is a technical aspect to this. It's hard to get past the stupid, ridiculous political side of it. Because it's just noise. It's stupid. Who cares? Whatever. But there is a legitimate technical aspect. Like
yeah, there is. And listen, it's good, right? But it's so half-assed. It's so shallow. It feels like you will never do anything.
But is it even good? It's meaningless.
Guys,
they're still doing the tracking.
You know what? Right. I started off being negative about this, and I totally get your points, Mike and John. It's hollow, it's pandering, it's pointless. There's so much more they could be doing. They're probably not going to follow through on it. It's just clickbait, headlines, whatever. But it's better than nothing. It's a step in the right direction.
I think it's next to nothing.
Is it? They're still doing the tracking. They're still targeting everyone else.
How are you going to enforce this?
You guys are just naysayers. That's all I'm saying.
How are you going to enforce it?
Like
me as a kid, right? I have never in my life put in my real birthday when I was under the age of 16.
So it's going to be unenforceable. But at least
it is
will be the
unenforceable.
law. if they can make it the law so that the ads aren't targeted towards kids, then at least there is some
So the 1% of
in
kids
place.
that actually say that they're 13 or whatever. Like, no.
Yeah, but
way,
what I'm
man.
saying is that when it does happen, there will be a way to take the ads down. There's
So
a thing
now
in the
these
UK called
companies, now these social media companies, now they're going to be like, well, to know that it's a kid, we have to track them.
So Peter's making the "what about the children" argument now.
I'm just saying that kids deserve some level of protection online, and this is a step towards it.
I don't think so. I think that, just like Mike said a couple of episodes ago, they will do whatever they need to, or in the future. Who knows? Again, we don't exist in time or space. Mike said a very telling thing. He said, "Marketers get around it no matter what."
Oh yeah,
and they will get around this. Unless you're able to,
so smug.
Oh yeah.
It's totally
Unless
true.
you are, he's like, yeah, that was
for
me.
sure.
Yeah, goddamn right I did, and I'll say it again. There's no, this is unenforceable, and I don't think you cannot protect them from this.
Yeah,
so this is bullshit. It is honestly a non-issue.
That argument goes both ways, though. Like saying, "Oh, well, we can't enforce it, so we shouldn't even try. We shouldn't even move towards."
You can't enforce this. What you can enforce is targeted advertising. What you can enforce is targeted tracking. That is something you can fucking enforce.
How?
And you will not, because if you blanket illegalize it.
Oh, it's all targeted.
That's what I'm saying.
All
I didn't say
tracking.
I didn't say children.
Oh yeah. Fuck that shit. That should definitely be illegal.
This is how you solve the problem.
So why wouldn't you say
that's
that?
never going to happen.
To the people, that would be a popular position. As popular as saying ban it for children. Why not just come out and say ban it for everyone?
Let's go look at who lobbied for this law and how it was changed last minute. Like,
but wouldn't Facebook and Google have been just as much against not targeting children?
Tax dollar.
Exactly. Listen, you just said it yourself. Of course they're against it because it makes them look better. They don't need to do a fucking thing. Oh, it's the perfect solution for this problem.
Lobbying.
What was that connect? I missed that then. So what I'm saying is,
because then they don't actually have to do anything. If it's only against children, and we're not talking about tracking, right? We're only talking about targeted advertising towards children, right?
Why don't they have to do anything then?
Well, because they will have to protect the 1%. I don't know that's actually 1%. The 1% of people or children registering as children, but people don't register as children.
So this is their compromise.
It's a great compromise for them.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
They get to keep 99% of the targeted advertising, even though it's still for kids. They know it. We know it. President's administration knows it. This is bullshit. That's all it is. It's a
this
is no solution.
This is Biden trying to get credit for standing up for privacy without actually doing something that's going to have any impact at all.
100%. This is Biden getting credit from parents who don't understand.
Look, it's America, so I think you're probably correct here. But I feel like there were a lot of similar arguments made about GDPR when it first came out. And now the EU has gotten to the point where we have a better where they're looking to implement better versions of stronger protections. So they started off with a kind of a shitty thing that was full of loopholes and things.
You cannot compare GDPR to this.
Only in the sense that it's not the actual meat of it, not the content, but just in the sense that it's regulations or directives that were put in place. The first step. That's exactly what I mean. As far as the actual legislation is concerned, absolutely completely different. Yeah. I'm just saying that they started off with something that was a bit hokey, and now it's took 5-6 years, but they're now putting in something stronger in place. So the naive hope might be that they're banning targeted advertising against kids, and then a few years down the line they'll go, "Hey, you know what? That didn't work at all. Like John and Mike were right. It's not working. But so we need to do something stronger."
Didn't work for who? That's the problem.
Effective.
Taking this stand is going to get them votes. Taking this stand is going to get them votes. Check for the politicians.
Yeah.
It's going to put no additional burden on the advertisers. Check for capitalism.
Money.
Who else do they care about? No one.
Because the last one on that list are the actual children. Let's not get it twisted.
Oh no, they're not even on
This
the
is
list.
the lowest priority here is actually
Yeah.
the safety of kids.
They want the votes of the parents, and they want
Peter, I'll give
the
you a
IT
good
companies to
example
keep making money.
money. A sweeping change that a president did, which was the fallout of the MAD movement. I just watched a short documentary on this. The
yeah.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving in
Yeah.
the 80s, I believe it was. I think it was Reagan, I'm fairly certain.
Yeah,
who-
it's related to
who
the
implemented
war
it.
on drugs.
Correct. The war on drugs unfortunately failed. Pre-war on drugs, it was the war on drunk driving.
Mhm.
Because kids kept dying in cars. Like left and right. This is why the drinking age is 21 in the United States. Ronald Reagan, again, I think it was him, he basically said, it was really cool. He was like, the states, you guys get to do whatever you want, but if you don't raise the age to 21, we're going to take away 5% of highway funding from every state that doesn't raise the age to 21. 5% is a lot of capital. That's a lot of money that the states are missing out on. So they raised the age to 21. This plummeted the drunk driving accidents and incidents and fatalities. This is a sweeping change for the protection of young people. Are you with me?
Yeah.
What Biden did was he was like, I'll leave it up to the states. That's where it ended. He never got to the whole leave it up to the states, but take away 5%.
I get
To
that
me,
it could be
feels
better.
like it's such a half measure. It's not even better. It's like he didn't take a step in the right direction. He yawned in the right direction. I don't know.
The mistake you're making, Peter, is not being cynical enough about U.S. politics.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so real.
Fuck.
That's so true.
You're probably right.
That's the
Maybe I should
European
come
stance
stay
on
with
it.
you guys for a while
Yeah,
and
exactly.
just have
We'll
my
just start hating
last
it.
shreds of hope
We'll set you straight.
destroyed.
Yeah. Oh, if you want to lose hope, come to the U.S. for sure.
Yeah. Oh,
We have money and guns. What else do you need?